one of these computers.
Probably
It's 6
mine.
o'clock. We're going to get the meeting started. A couple disclaimers, meeting's being recorded, and there is a sign-up sheet over on this little table for citizen participation, as well as an attendance sign-in for anybody that is attending our meeting tonight. All right, let's call our meeting to order.
Roll call. Chris Bell.
Yes.
Roger Bridgman.
Yes.
Adam Carnell.
Absolutely.
Caitlin Mace.
Yes.
Tammy Palmer.
Yes.
Sherry Schutte.
Yes.
Jennifer Moreland.
Yes.
6 present, 1 absent.
Okay, next up, we need an approval and an adoption of the agenda.
Second.
Approve and adopt the agenda. Motion made by Caitlin Mace, seconded by Chris Bell to approve and adopt the agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
6 yes. 1 absent?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's move into board norms. For the month of December, we're going to review board norms 1 and 2. We will expect board members to make a commitment. And number 2, we will work together as a board that values consensus rather than majority vote. You'll all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next up, we do not have family recognition for the month of December. We'll move into citizen participation. This meeting is a business meeting of the Board of Education held in public. 30 minutes will be allotted to residents of the school district and staff to give the board the opportunity to listen to citizens. Remarks will be limited to 3 minutes and to 1 appearance, thus allowing for maximum number of participants in the allotted time in which citizens are to speak to issues. The board will not respond to comments at this time, but you will receive a response to any questions from the district superintendent and/or a member of the Board of Education within a reasonable amount of time after this meeting. Additionally, members of our community may contact individual board members to engage in dialogue about school matters. During this public comment period, we ask that speakers refrain from using profanity, and speakers who violate this rule may be asked to leave. We do have 1 signed up for citizen participation. Amber Hollinsworth, did I say it right? Okay, sorry. You can stand in between the 2 chairs. You can come up to the table wherever you want to come, wherever you're comfortable with. Your time starts now.
Awesome. Good evening, board members. I'm Amber Hollinsworth, a parent of a student enrolled at Cuba Middle School. I'm here today to discuss the school's policy regarding the removal of students from school premises without parental notification. Specifically, I'm concerned about 2 incidents involving my child. On June 7, 2004, my child was removed from school premises and transported to my residence to receive prescribed medication without my prior knowledge or consent. A similar incident occurred on October 23, 2025, where my child was removed from school premises and taken to my residence to receive school library books, again without my prior knowledge or consent. Both incidents I was not notified before or after. I have since contacted the relevant school officials to discuss the school policy and obtain specific dates and times of the incidences. Although I received an email response from Davison, it did not address my questions. I was informed that the school's actions were courtesy and would not occur again. I see it as a potential violation of school policy and Missouri law, which may result in liability from the school and violations of my parental rights and my child's rights. Since I did not get the answers to my questions, I will ask you, the school board, could you please provide me with a school policy on non-emergency removals or confirm in writing that no such policy exists? I request a detailed record of all incidences where my child was removed from the school premises without my knowledge or consent, including dates and times. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Let's move into consent agenda. There's a list of items that listed under consent agenda. If anyone has a question, we can pull a report or an item. If not, we need a motion.
Second.
Consent agenda, motion made by Caitlin Mace, seconded by Tammy Palmer, that the consent agenda items be approved as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
6 yes,
One absent.
1 absent. Thank you. That's tripping me up.
We're going to move into the financial statement for the December bills. Again, there's, I believe, 4 different check runs and some other financial documents. If you have a question, now's the time. Otherwise, we need a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Financial statement and actions on the December bills, motion made by Chris Bell, seconded by Roger Bridgman to approve the financial statement and action on the December bills as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
6, 5,
Abstain.
it was like 5 yes, 1 abstain, 1 absent.
Okay, administrative reports. Let's start with board and committee reports. There has been a calendar committee meeting. I can report on that. It was productive. Our calendar doesn't really have a lot of wiggle room in it because of the way that Labor Day falls and the state statutes with, you know, the timing that we can't start school, you know, X amount of days before Labor Day. There's a draft that is out, kind of making final tweaks. I believe it should come to the board in January for approval. Really, the committee just was kind of looking at, because it's, like I said, there's not a lot of wiggle room with a 4-day calendar. Really, the main points were like PD days and, you know, wanting to move those around to maybe the first or second Monday of the month versus later in the month. Pretty accurate, Marie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, look for that to come, I would say in January,
Correct.
to be approved. Anyone else have any board and committee? Perfect. Let's move into elementary. Tess, you've got a great report always with pictures.
With pictures.
Do you have anything to add that happened in December?
I do have a couple things. So kindergarten did their gingerbread houses today. I was able to pop into all of their rooms. Those are always really fun. Lots of sticky, slimy, slobbery hands, but we had a great turnout with a lot of parents. I was super pleased. That was my big takeaway, just from my standpoint with it. The kids, no doubt, were having the time of their lives. The teachers were up moving around, giving directions. Kids were following directions, very entertaining. But we had a lot of parents from the community come in this morning, and that was really cool. The other thing I wanted to touch on that was today was our 3rd and 4th graders. I don't remember them doing this last year, so to my knowledge, it was new. They partnered up, and they didn't give me like a great, amazing name for it, but they did like what I would call a friendship trail mix. And families sent in different stuff, and every 3rd and 4th grade student got like this gallon Ziploc bag today. And I have pictures, so I'll add those in my next report. But Mrs. Brown tackled that while I was tackling kindergarten today, and so I didn't get to see it in person, but it was almost like they were trick-or-treating, and they went to every classroom and they filled their bag with a scoop of something from that. Say Miss Kelling, 3rd grade teacher, she did dried fruit, and say Mrs. Sparks did M&Ms. And so then all of these kids walked away with this trail mix, and it was noisy, it was very loud and obnoxious, but the kids were no doubt having a good time. And so we are making the most of the time we have. If you walk through our halls, there's a lot of Christmas stuff going on, lots of lights, lots of projects, lots of decorations. And I know Dr. Davis and I have had conversations. A lot of our kiddos, we know that this is the most excitement that they're going to get as far as the holidays go. Some of them are less fortunate, so I'm just super proud of our teachers for hanging in there, because I know we're all tired. We're all a little overwhelmed with the chaos, but they're making the most of it, and the kids are without a doubt having fun.
Awesome.
So,
Christmas parties tomorrow.
yeah. Bring it on.
Santa had fun.
Santa was amazing as always. He never lets us down.
Had a good time.
Okay, middle school.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy as well. We took some time during family time to have a Christmas escape room activity, and our middle schoolers loved it. They were excited because they got to run in the hallways and not get in trouble. So they were back and forth answering questions and so forth, and had a lot of fun with that. We did an underground spirit day for the 67th day of the school year, which was supposed to be on Tuesday, but we had to move it to Wednesday because of our snow day. And so they were excited because they got to say that without us yelling at them and telling them to stop. And we have decorated our building quite a bit too. Unfortunately, the construction doesn't go very well long term because everything falls off the walls because it's so cold and what have you. So it looks really, really cute, but we have different themes, gingerbread houses and Candy Cane Lane and the Winter Wonderland. And so I think it really just helps build the Christmas spirit, and kids really enjoy all the lights hanging and everything. It just brings a little bit of festivities to the building. And then we had our annual staff basketball versus our 8th grade students. And so Dr. Davidson goes, I didn't play. I can't get back and forth down the court fast enough. So I said, we're either going to have to recruit some younger players, or our kids, we're not going to be able to play anymore because we can't keep up with them.
If I recall, I think we were fine stopping at 2 quarters. And
Yeah, we did another
we had one more. We're gonna
Oh,
play
no,
one
you
more.
can do
I
another
don't know,
one.
I was getting some pictures and videos, and there was,
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you running in the halls? Why is he,
No,
like,
I really-
kicked out on the side?
Yeah, appreciate our staff that participate in that, because the kids really look forward to that every fall and spring when we do basketball and then volleyball. So I can still do the volleyball, but the basketball, no, I don't have that much oxygen left in me. So yeah, so just in the end, just getting ready for break. So I think everybody's ready. So.
And then, you know, I got some magical tape that you can work on the lock walls, and it doesn't pull paint. Two-sided that you can get from Amazon.
Okay, we'll give it a
It's
whirl.
taken all these years, 24 to find
Yeah.
it, but I found it.
Good.
And they'll get rid of it next year, and then you won't be able to get it.
Probably.
There's a middle schooler in my house that thought 67th day of school was the coolest thing that you guys could have ever done. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
And I had a shirt that said, all I want for Christmas is my students to stop saying 6, 7.
Yeah.
So when I walk into the cafeteria, every 5th grader's like, 6, 7. So, and they're like, you're not going to get that for Christmas. Okay.
That's funny. High school report.
Things have been going well. It's finals week, so it's been kind of up and down with the tenseness of some of our students, but the holiday spirit is full-fledged. Kids are having fun. A lot of the choir have been doing Christmas grams last week, selling them, and I didn't know what they were selling them for, but they went around singing to kids, some of the choir members, and it's fun to watch the kids kind of get red and blush when they're giving centigrams to them. And then Allison, she coerced me into joining their group, so we went around classrooms singing 6, 7 to you a Merry Christmas. The other way. So it's been good, it's been fun. We also, one thing I'm proud of, that it's going really well, we started a student advisory this month. So the purpose of that for me was I want to hear from the students and get their voice of what's going on in our school, what we offer, different things like that. And so we have 11 students, and they're off and running. They've already planned for the first week of January to do some events when we come back in advisory, because they recognize some issues that we have as a student body and in our culture and climate of the school. And so I'm just proud that they're really taking it and running with it. And I don't lead and direct them. You know, I just tell them, what do you guys want to talk about? And then we go around, we have parameters of what we talk about, but they took it and ran with it. And so it's exciting.
Good stuff.
Good luck.
Love it.
Always gotta follow you, Mr. Jen Kathy. She's like, what am I gonna say?
I like that the theme from all 3 buildings was fun. So, I mean, yeah, obviously we're here to educate kids, but if you can't have fun doing it, then we probably all need to go home. Okay, special education report.
As I said, I gotta follow him. He always has such good things. And mine is not that exciting. but it is everyone's hired and everybody's placed where they need to be placed.
That is
so.
exciting.
So that's
Yes.
exciting.
Great news.
You're having fun, right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, definitely fun.
Perfect. Okay, assistant soup report.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight in my report, Ms. Weber and the work that she has done with the Holiday Assistance Program. And Rachel here in the central office has been helping her with that as well. I think we're up to 80 families now because we did add a few.
Yep.
And, you know, that's 80 families who are getting additional meals and presents. And it's just a really awesome thing that she organizes for our community. So I sincerely appreciate that. And then Dr. Davidson and I have had the pleasure the last couple of days. We have been handing out hams and turkeys to the staff for their Christmas gifts. And that's been a lot of fun. They're heavy, but it has been a lot of fun, and everyone has been extremely appreciative. So thank you.
Good.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
And I'd reiterate that with the hams and turkeys. It's been enjoyable. Just did a traditional Christmas gift to the staff, and they've been very appreciative of it and shared some of the recipes and what they're going to do with it. So it's been fun there. And then just kind of referring back to the basketball game, it's going to sound really confident of me, but I know I was the most cheered for player because there was at least 3 times the whole gym was chanting "air ball." So sometimes glory days need to stay in the past. But it was good just being out with the kids, and they were having fun. Middle school's having fun with it. But it was good just watching high school and elementary having a great time as well. So we have one more day if you'd like to come and visit. I'd be glad to walk you through and see all the festivities.
Myra, do you know how long the Holiday Assistance Program has been going on?
I don't. I know that since Melanie has been here, she's been doing it, and this is her 5th year.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it was
going on before that.
Was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember doing it, or not doing it, but remember taking forms or whatever. So I know it's been quite some time. I was just wondering what the history
I
of
could
that was.
ask if she has,
'Cause I know it's-
has records
Okay.
to see. Yeah.
It's pretty neat that we do that.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay, superintendent report. We gave it? Great. That was your report. Works for me. Let's move into the first business and get a 25-26 budget update.
Yep. So we're sitting good year to date. Our expenses are at 70%, and then our revenues are at 29%. So we're in a good place there. But again, just kind of watching the federal and state and what DESE's doing. We have legislative stuff coming up. There's the task force that's modernizing the foundation formula. So I reached out to some organizations this week, educational organizations, and I think through some conversations they're going to work on getting a more collective picture this coming semester to come around and give us some info. We have about 2 years before some of that kicks in, but we also have some other legislation dictating staff salaries or teacher salaries and different things. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that, but in a good place right now financially. So just want to keep us there.
All right. Do not need a vote on that. Let's move into policy and regulation updates. Last month you received a list of all of those policy and regulation updates. I am assured that you all had time to read through every single line of them, and we need to approve those unless you have a particular one that you'd like to pull out.
Make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Chris Bell, seconded by Caitlin Mays to approve and adopt the following policies and regulations. P 4150, 4412, 4506, 4825, 5205, 5215, 5218, 5240, 5260, and R5240 as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
We can move into approving the high school vestibule rendering. So there is a visual in your packet of what the new high school entrance would look like. And this would just go out, you know, to put these into our bond,
Yep.
our bond work.
So bond architects, just want your approval to finalize it. But what we can do is have some big poster boards of it to set out during games activities, just so the public can see what specifically they would be voting for. So there's some nice renderings there. Kind of gives a color scheme to you.
And really what that would do is just, it's going to modernize that entrance to be similar to our middle school, our elementary. You know, right now, if you, once you're buzzed in, you can still, you don't have to be forced into the office, so, anyway. We do need a motion to approve that.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Roger Bridgman, seconded by Chris Bell to approve the high school vestibule renderings as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Okay, moving into new business. Again, there's another list of policies and regulations. I believe this is our last batch of them.
4 now.
There's one more even after this. Or is this
Well,
all
they
this?
send them throughout the year.
But I mean of the big batches. Will
No,
this be
so
last
the
one?
last policies and regulations you just approved
Oh,
were the
okay.
ones they sent in a large group
Okay.
of policies. So with that being approved, we'll upload that to our MCE portal and they'll put it onto our webpage. This next group of
It's just
policies
another
is
big group.
as another round. So this essentially would be year 4 of policies in 1 year, so.
Great. So again, read through all of these over the next month, and we will come back in January to approve them. And same disclaimer as last month and the month before. If you have questions, reach out, and we will get those answered before time. We can move into our property and casualty insurance renewal. You do have a document that lists, or that shows the increase. It's a 7.7% increase. That equals about $20,000. Do you have anything to add to that?
Just, we get insurance through Missouri United School Insurance Council, which is a not-for-profit organization that specifically works with public ed. So we've got the lowest deductibles for any occurrence we have. Some of the things that we insure people don't realize, we have the facilities, buses, but we also insure our payroll and benefits, and so sometimes people don't think about that, but we're actually getting quite a bit of insured pieces for our school district with that invoice there.
Questions about insurance renewal?
It's probably a miracle it didn't go up
More
than 7.7%.
I'm just out of curiosity, is this like the main provider of
So-
school insurance, or like is it only?
So roughly 95% of public schools in Missouri utilize them.
Mhm.
So the difference is they have a $1,000 deductible for if it was $10,000 or $1 million. Where if you go to more traditional, like insurance we get, it's rated, the deductible is rated on the size of the claim. So so far it's pretty good, and they truly only raise rates when they have to. So
Yeah.
last couple of years they've gone up a little bit more than 7%, but we've had some pretty bad spring storms and
Yep.
hail damage to AC units across the state and rooftops, stuff like that.
Yep.
So, but we've also benefited from this policy too. So.
I'll make the motion to accept the renewal rates.
Second.
Motion by Roger Bridgman, seconded by Tammy Palmer to accept the renewal rates from Music in the amount of $283,320 that will cover the period of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
We can move into removing policy 2865. This policy is from 1998, and it's no longer supported by Missouri Consultants for Education. They are our policy and regulation writing service. The policy is regarding head lice control, and the recommendation is just to remove that policy from our list of policies, and that will allow our school district to address some case-by-case basis. Questions?
So if we remove this policy, that's stating that children with head lice can still come to school. Is that correct?
So with that, if they would have active lice would not be, but then it gives us discretion on if we can reach out to the parent and get permission to treat them at school, or really kind of see, or do they need to go home, get treated. It gives us some leeway versus this policy's old and outdated. so.
The only concern I have is you don't know when the head lice are going to hatch. So at what time do we not get it to spread?
Sure. So we can get into the weeds of a lot of it, but it's really just, again, case by case. So our nurses go through and can look and treat and pull almost at 100% of nits and lice out of hair.
So will the nurses be doing head checks still, or is it?
So that's kind of an old way of thinking. So you really just look at case by case, number of students in class. So it's not where we go through and check every building and make a production out of it, because trying to protect privacy of students, it's not hard to know if 2 or 3 or 4 kids go out and have to stay out. Like, it's kind of given that way. So again, just MCE recommends they don't even have it on their policy anymore. It's not supported. So it gives the school really the leeway to make the best choice there with that.
Are we not actively, I'm sorry, just clarifying, are we not actively checking?
So we grew up where everybody got
Yeah,
checked,
we would like,
you know?
yeah, you would like, you
Yeah.
would stand outside the door and like, and you would
Yeah.
get
They'd use the same
checked.
sticks and then check
Yeah,
every
oh,
stick.
yeah, so
but-
not-
correct, that practice is not,
that's not actively
No.
happening.
Yeah.
where everyone
Yeah,
gets
doesn't
to
do that
do that.
anymore.
So it's just changes in times.
I'm sure you can actually sit them from the beginning for that.
Did you say you can actually get in trouble for that?
Yes, it's a violation
Yeah.
of privacy.
Yep. Do
Oh.
Privacy.
Yes.
It's a privacy.
Yeah.
Protect the lice.
So recommendation is to remove that.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Is your head itching now?
Mhm.
Here, you may get little sticks out. Get another pin.
Yeah.
Motion by Chris Bell, seconded by Roger Bridgman, to remove policy 2865 as presented. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed?
No. I oppose it.
5 yes, 1 no, and 1 absent.
Item number 12, Board of Education proposed agenda items. There are none. Resident agenda items. There are none. Next item is to approve our next board meeting in January.
We're going to extra Thursday.
Yeah, we have 5 Thursdays.
Yeah.
Friday the 22nd.
22nd.
School calendar up.
Because that would be 15 to be too early.
Yeah.
For some snow.
Wait a minute.
Someone just say they're doing
Say
a
the
snow
S-
camp.
She did. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I've already started that.
Homegirls basketball game, but
No,
that's.
that's not.
Homegirls basketball.
I like snow, but I mean,
It's a girls' basketball games at 7.
Yeah.
I used to say that.
I'll make a motion
St.
for
James
the
invitation.
22nd at whatever time we do the
6
thing.
o'clock.
Yep, 6 o'clock, that, yep. That's what I'm
Did you
doing.
say the
The
22nd?
motion is for
22nd.
January 22nd. We do need a second, please.
Second.
Motion by Caitlin Mays, seconded by Tammy Palmer, to schedule the regular January board meeting on Thursday, January 22nd, 2026 at 6 p.m. with closed session to follow. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? 6 yes, 1 absent.
Next step, we do need a motion to go into closed session, please.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Caitlin Mays, seconded by Tammy Palmer, to go into closed session in accordance with the provisions of section 610.021, subsection 1, 3, 6, 13, and 14 of the revised statutes of Missouri in order to discuss personal after a 10-minute recess. Roll call, Roger Bridgman.
Yes, ma'am.
Adam Carnell.
Absent.
Caitlin Mays.
Yes.
Tammy Palmer.
Yes.
Sherry Schutte.
Yes.
Chris Bell.
Yes.
Jennifer Moreland.
Yes.
6 yes, 1 absent.